Now to know that there's a great need in this area for what you do, and we do know and we appreciate that you spend your resources, you take your vacation, and you spend all your time. You come down here and work, which is not easy, and you travel lots of hours to get here. So let me say especially how much we thank you, every one of you, for coming. And I say this too about every one of the groups. If you don't do anything but carry the water, you've done a great job, and you've decided to volunteer and come and do this work, and gosh, you know how well the people do need it. A lot of them are not even literate enough to tell you how much they appreciate and everything, but I know a bunch of them, and I always tell a little story about one of the people that you all help, and it's kind of heartbreaking, but it's a true story, and I like to tell it, and I tell it to every group that's come since this happened. There was a guy that y'all built a porch for, the ASP people stayed, and he lived in a little trailer, and you build a porch and build a lot of things in his home that he couldn't have gotten otherwise. An awful poor guy, and he didn't have much family. One day I was traveling and in the winter and went by the funeral home out here, and it had his name on the thing. So Coy and I went to the funeral, and when we walked in, and we had known this had happened when we walked in, he only had like 2 or 3 families there, not very many people. But his whole montage on the board was ASP kids, and the whole picture was all of you people, the group leaders and the ASP people. And it was just heartening. Many times I've stopped at the little service station, and y'all have too down there. One time we had a little car trouble, and we stopped, and he was there. And he told everybody that came about the ASP kids and how much he loved them and how much y'all did for him. And I say, if you've never done anything else in your life, I want you to carry that part with you. Remember to come back each time you can, and I've seen them go from the group leaders to the kids that came and worked to being group leaders, and you do such a great job, and the people around here knows your reputation, and they appreciate you so much. But let me say a big special thanks for what you did for that one guy, and I could tell you some other stories, but that's one that I know personally, and I was there, and I went and seen. So it's not a sad thing. It's a great and it's a good credit to y'all because he didn't die alone. He had all of y'all, and he had all of those pictures at his house, and he told everybody that came by that place about what y'all had did for him. And I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for what y'all did for that one guy. And I could